Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a good night, morning, day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Car. Yes, I hit 100 subscribers today. So, anyways, tonight we have 5 guests who are going to join. They all have cochlear implants. I know the cochlear implants in the deaf community are very divided. Hate cochlear implants, against it, and the other fine. So I wanted to take the time tonight to have these guests here to share their experience, their journey, their perspective, and hopefully we can educate at the same time too, because I feel like many people misunderstand cochlear implants big time. So that's the reason why I wanted to do this tonight. Another thing, I have a moderator in my comments. If anyone is ugly, bullying, talking shit, whatever, Harold will put you on timeout for your first warning. Your second warning, you will not get a second warning. You will be blocked instantly, forever. So please behave in the comments. Try to be civil, no hate. You can share your opinion. I'm not here to make you all can't say what I feel or think. No, you can, but use nice words. So here's our guest. All right. Hold on. Sorry, I'm coming. All right. So another thing I wanted to let people know, in the comments, I always click the comments, talk with everyone. But because I have 5 people on my live, I'm not going to be reading all the comments. That's why Harold's here to help me. So can you guys introduce yourself, please? Jayfish, you go first, and then
My name is Bonnie. Fine, Bonnie. I live here.
Oh.
Work.
Oh my God.
Hi, my name is Brianna. Sign name Brianna. I'm from Anna Lines.
Hi, my name is Katie. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Hello.
Hi, my name is Sarah Jacob. I'm from Michigan. Hello.
Awesome. I want to thank you guys for willing to come and join and educate us and share your perspective, your journey, and things like that. So I'm going to start with basics so we can get to know you a little more. When did you become fully deaf, and when did you me first?
When I was born deaf with this better thing inside my ear that made me deaf. Basically, just a enlarged aquatic, enlarged vestibular had adequate. But anyway, basically what it is just a water bag that everyone has, but mine have to be really large. So that's what the basically was born dead, but we don't see.
How old you?
I have to think about I was 11 years ago. Does that make me please don't have to be careful?
Yeah, that's
Understand loving you.
very
So, I was born deaf at first. I had hearing aids because all my hair waves in my cochlea had some hair waves able to travel the sound through, so I was able to get hearing aids. And then, in audiologists, they do hearing tests every year. So when I was around 3 years old, 4 years old, they said my hair waves all died out where I can't hear at all. So I had did my cochlear implant on the right side. I got it when I was 4, and my left side I got it when I was 12.
So you have two.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
I was born deaf, like both of them. I tried to get a cochlear implant at 15, but I turned it down. I was playing right later. And the second time, I'm a 27, so I think that cochlear in 2004, I think.
Yeah, I was actually told that I was born hearing
Oh,
in 2019. That's it. I met the doctor for MRI for my head. Told me, no, I'm actually born deaf. Interesting. Got
interesting.
the same story as Renee. You know,
They find me from our eyes.
yeah. And then I had one cochlear first time with last year, but then 40
Oh,
on the left.
I asked this question later. I'm curious if anyone wants to know about it.
Yeah, in Japan. I grew up a granddad, but I grew up with only one hearing aid in my right side hearing aid. And it proved nothing. I grew up with a Cochlear implant, the left side, 2009, when I was only 38. And then 1 year later, I could give me at the time. That's I have had Cochlear implant for 10 and 11.
Cool. So let's start in the beginning, way back when you first had to. I decided maybe I want to look at. What was that process like, and how do you know if you qualify for a cochlear implant? Anyone can answer. Anyone have an answer for that? Want me to stay in order?
I thought order
Yeah,
would be
you're
better.
born.
Yeah.
Well,
Order's better. Okay, Jake, this you first. Wait. If you're not comfortable answering any questions I have, you can simply say skip. Oh, my question was start way in the beginning. What was the process like to get a cochlear? How do you know if you qualify for it, and what made you decide to? But if you do not feel comfortable to answer, you can say skip. Enough. Or did you decide? The only reason I ask that because many deaf people think parents force cochlear implants on kids, so I want to kind of show it's not really true. Right.
Yeah, I decided that nobody even though I wanted to get all my life from a being to Paris, and all of that, yeah. But I was here yet anyway. So I was get a little bit different from the rest of the deaf community. I don't know. I'm the only deaf in my family for one thing. And when I started school, we already learned to speak and hear in the classroom. That was my time. But we did learn ASL in the door. So we kind of already learned how to speak and hear. And I myself learned to really enjoy it because I could communicate with my family and everything. So then when I grew up, I was always with you all my life. Then what made me want to wear cookie I was a friend, Mama. She grew up poor. She lost her hearing and everything. So I got to know her. We became friends. And so I learned a lot from her how cooking and playing helped her and everything. And wow, I feel qualified enough. I can do that. Yeah. So I went ahead and tried on my left ear, the bad ear. Just to see if everything is okay and everything. So I could keep my good ear. So I got cooking and playing on my left side. Everything was awesome. Wow, I like it. Yeah, I hear more things done. So 1 year later, yeah, look at you. You have cookery on the other side. Just increase a little bit. Just a little bit, not by much. This one a lot. This one a little.
Yeah,
So like I said, I got my right when I was 4. My mom see how I was very frustrated when I was little, where at the point I can't hear nothing after my hearing aids. So my mom kind of made that decision because I was 4, so I can't understand what cochlear implant is. But when I was 12, I decided myself because with one implant, it was kind of hard for me to hear outside environment. It was hard for me to hear me talking to my friend, teachers, stuff like that. I was like, no, I want another side and see how I can hear, much better. So when I got it, I was like, oh yeah, I like it. So I hear much better now. And how I was qualified is because based on my autogram, it says that I can get cochlear implant.
Do you wish your mom didn't make that decision, or you're very satisfied?
I'm very satisfied because I myself personally, I want to hear everything, able to interact with people. So I'm glad my mom made that decision.
My best friend, he got a cochlear implant when he was 2, and I asked him the same thing. He said, nope, he's happy his mom made that decision for him. It worked really well for him, too. Casey.
I have a question for Brady before I judge myself. Sorry, Brady. Brady, how did your mom ask you the first time?
When I was 4 or when I was 12? Oh, 4?
Did your mom ask you or just
She
you?
she just see how like my frustration, like every year my audiologist, the body language
Right.
where I hear like at first with my hearing aids, I was able to interact with mom. Like she could see my body language. And then one day I was in my room and I was watching TV, and I always had to put the TV loud. We're at the point where I
Yes.
hear, I'm like,
Oh, it's just sad.
yes. So I'm like, oh, I'm so mad. I can't hear my favorite shows when I was 4. So that's why my mom was like, yeah. So that's why she agreed with, process of getting cochlear implant.
Yeah.
That tells me that that's
You.
all right with your mom. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Now, the first time I was 15, and my dad's mother is like, I don't know if I say like matriarch or the patriarch of the family.
Casey, you're freezing a little
I'm
bit.
sorry.
I'm better now.
It's your fault. It seems like when you sign fast, then it freezes. So maybe
Matriarch of the family. And he like to make the decision. So he wanted me to be perfect, with the family. But teenage, we all expect teenagers before. So we know we don't care. We don't care at 15. So anyway,
yeah.
when my dad's mother tried to give me again, the doctor gave me a free surgery. The doctor did a fine rating, and then go up tournament. They tend to raise money. So I was dating on the dates with a doctor who was going to operate on me to give me free. So explain to the people. So this is Casey. We go to surgery on EM. That's why we raise the money. Blah 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 blah. Did the doctor tested my earring in front of everybody? Paper.
Wow.
Did you hear me? At first, I thought I did hear him clearly with my normal ear aids. So I stood there thinking, I don't want to say yes because I was married to him. Two, if I say no, they will know. So I did. I don't know. See, when I tried in the car with my dad, I tried, I don't want it. I can hear it fine. At the end, I was 27, 26, I don't remember. I had vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah, vertigo. Got the doctor, told me I need to bypass the downs.
Mm-hmm.
The two bypass the day.
My friend.
Yes.
It's that
Vertigo.
vertigo. Many disease.
Meaner, yes.
So,
Yeah. So that's another reason why.
Cochlear
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
for this vertigo?
I never had
Yes.
surgery. Never. I'm now 43.
That's true. I can buy for that for my friend. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I have ears ringing a lot. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I think I should speak out loud. I was actually in a depth school, right? But it's really a class. They had like 3 or 4 different classes, different group of ages, grade like K through 1, 2 to 3, whatever. So we grew up in that school. There was actually hearing. it was in Ohio. So my parents decided two choices when they found out that I was deaf, that they to either send me to Flint school for the deaf, to stay there during the week, or go to new school with the deaf class metric. Stay in the deaf class.
And go home.
That
Yeah.
program, but okay, with the hearing that time going, no, just that. So I did other things. We learn what communication, through communication. We learn how to remember, how to think, and that. But under that time, that mean I was going through 103, that 81, 82. That time was program called Sunshine. Sunshine. That program, the communication, they taught at TV, not a that.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
hearing aid both got older. He three got four. I needed new hearing aid and no can't hear enough. So I went to the auto to test again. So I hearing aid now stronger. Oh, again. I'm deaf. When you're deaf, you don't let that thing. You will. You over 8.
That will happen to me. That will.
So in the last year, more from track and things like that. So the other that you want that what? Yeah, yeah. So I go to church. The church they that they do that. I made a trip like that for 40 years old. I went to that church. I asked the question. Explain more about that. That's how I did that. I'm on the left.
So, what is the process like when you first sit down with your doctor to discuss the eye? Should I get it? Do you need to take certain tests to see if your hope will work? Or what is it like before you're going to want it? You have to take a test or get fish?
Yeah. Thì mà vẫn đi bên her ideology facing standard. The name of that standard improper. The I went to see him. The doctor there at his office. And basically to demonstrate this MRI test to see if I qualify for the eye. Okay, so MRI. Look at but you could have ATP whatever. EVA, right, EVA. That was when my mom and I like, interesting, we thought that I was born deaf for unknown reason, whatever. But anyway, so
Thank you, baby.
then after that, you said, you're qualified. I'm the MRI test, Mr. What? Huh?
What was the process? I'm sure you don't remember. Boy, you don't remember. 12. Do you remember the process?
Yeah. When I was 12, they when I was 4, they said I could benefit to get two cochlear implants with the surgeon. She said that it's better to get one, and then maybe later in the future, if I decide myself, I can get another one. So my mom agreed with that. So I was 12. Around 11, I was considering to get a cochlear implant. I was like, I don't know if I'm nervous. I don't know what the surgery is like. So I had to talk to my surgeon, and she said, well, there's a waiting list for surgery, so you have to make a decision. So I was like, yes, no, yes, no. So I was like, just put my name on the waiting list and let me know once my name, like ready for next. And I will tell you if I'm ready, yes or no. And then the surgeon, she was really nice. She trying to make me comfortable. She walked me around the tour to see the surgery room and like the environment, understand the environment so I could be comfortable where I am at. And so she was nice too. She had a whole bunch of flavor where it can like fit you sleep, like breathe in the smelly flavor. So she was like,
I remember that.
yes, yes,
I
that.
remember that.
Yeah. So she was like, there's bubble gum, there's I can't remember. Yeah, cinnamon or it's like different flavor. So I was like, well, I want bubble gum. That's fine. So ever since that tour, I was like, okay, I feel comfortable with it. So I just remember when I went to the parking lot, I'm like, Mom, I'm not ready. I don't want it. I changed my mind. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not nervous. I'm nervous. And then my mom was like, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You brought your favorite teddy bear. I always had a teddy bear when I was younger, so I brought it with me. So like, be comfortable, So I was like, okay, fine. So I walked in.
Think anyone would be nervous for surgery. I got surgery on my left foot. Had to break many bones to fix it, and I was scared, crying. I'm like,
Yeah,
and that's not even risky surgery, But I was still like, oh, sorry. Go.
you're fine. You're fine. So when I walk in, I remember when we get the room ready for surgery, she gave me Wii. It's a game Wii to play to couple like get my anxiety calm down. And then yes, right. So when I got into the surgery room, I'm like, she put the flavor breathing. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I took it off, and the surgeon's like, no, remember, you told me that if your name was on top, if you said no, you told me to continue. Yeah. I was like, okay, fine. And I fell asleep, and that's how it goes. So.
And that.
I was like unsure, like I wanted it, but I kept saying no, like
Scary.
like my brain tells me no, but my heart is like, yeah, I did it. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that would be for many different surgeries, not just cochlear.
right. So anyway, so go ahead, Casey.
Oh, it's funny. I only remember my first, not the second one.
You
I
have
think the
to.
first
You
was
have
more
to.
traumatic than the second one. The
Mine
reason why
is the other way around.
we got married, daughter, my parents divorced. My parents both from me to the daughter, and that was like normal for me. Yes. And then when the daughter, I go civic, they just, when they test your hearing, they put some kind of stick. Oh, God. Bad.
Really?
I don't know.
Pretty bad. And
They
then
put a
Yeah,
stick
maybe.
in your ear.
yes, metal stick.
What does it do? What does it do?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I get at the end, even at the end, I went to the psychiatrist to ask him because why I want earring. some theory or okay, I'm satisfied, happy about that. It's good.
So, when you went to meet with the doctor and sit down, ask questions, you had to take the audio test to see if you qualify.
Yeah.
And they put a metal stick in your ear. That's new to me.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember the other Dr. G, mom, dad, watching me. Yeah, that's all I remember. Even. I think it's more I was mad. My mom and dad made a decision on me. You know, I guess maybe that. Yeah, right. That's all. Even the second time, but really easy. I was doing 3 demonstrations, testing to each stand, pass stand, and then the psychologist.
So you have to go to psychology. You have to go to psychology.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Make sure you want it and force it.
right.
But you have to take an X-ray and a CAT
And
scan too.
MRI.
MRI too.
me, right.
Yeah.
I just have one thing.
Not me, but I thought Sarah talking about that.
I would lie down. It didn't sit up. I'm like that. Oh.
Move. Here and then move. Anyway, sorry. Sarah, I got you. No.
When I went to actually an audiologist for the test, actually like a fake audiologist at first. You heard that place called was that 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 referred me to where you up at 2:30
You play in Ann Arbor.
and they have good hand program
Yes,
High property, but
in Michigan. That one actually. Two of them and
I've heard of it.
oh my
Vermont.
I went to the top in that program audiologist. Her name is the tech go in mud tech 3 different like hearing aid.
you did?
Look at the person talking
Oh, yeah.
and be different levels. Then second phone dark vibration. That one. Tap. Up and up. Tap. Tap.
A vibrating like a vibrating phone.
Really?
That
Different. Yeah. But they have a
person.
wire.
Oh.
Talking the phone. When she
Right.
there get to know long time and pitch that third one. Hearing aid bought first here being ปวดท้องเป็น
ทำอะไรดิ
to deep like shut not like that I was by food but like that I went 3 times with food 3 different topics so then I talked to the surgeon at 4 appointment this project took over a year
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I don't want to force that on you. You have a choice to tonight or not. They give you a
Well, 1 year.
year.
2019. 2019. I joined Jan. Every 2 months, 2 appointment. The last detergent to learn my X-ray, MRI, things that EBS. The first time and found out not to have history, but must inform you to let other people to understand. It can not for sure that yet, but it can be one day. I found that out because my kid, one of my kid, one last, I don't know yet, but it's for the thing out, get her tested. But anyway, they're just that it's pop up, but don't have enough that to give to people, public, that having enough to they, yeah, action, but don't. That time, finish, okay, you have to have a shot, you have to have 3 different shots. Take for surgery because the red. So, yeah, one time, 4 shots. So anyway, shot, 2 different ones, 2 different times. Then I went to the hospital to have surgery. That's the project for me.
So I'm curious, did others have to get vaccination before?
No. No. That's the truth. No. That's the truth. But
They took me 4 months. I have 2 doctors.
Maybe because
what is that thing? Oregon. Or is that thing?
maybe
Perfect.
maybe because maybe because
Yeah, it could be.
maybe because Sarah hers was recent.
Recent, right?
Maybe
Recent.
Right, and I'm older too. I'm
older,
older too. 40. Explain that with the rate of surgery over the age of how the rate of surgery needs to be
True.
like how like sterilized, but not those that give it there. You keep like blood, like something like that.
Interesting. I was old enough to. I'm older. I'm
Do you have to
59.
die if that?
Hold on, Casey. Hold on, Casey. That's my question later. I'll get to that, okay?
I'm too
Casey,
good. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
no, that's one of my questions. But one of the viewers is
Maybe.
one of the viewers has a question, and I thought his response was funny. But if my viewers have a cochlear implant, you are more than welcome to answer my questions and comments. So other people can also see your experience and comments too. So we have one question. What was your first sound? Your first sound. Birds. Birds. Renee. Your first sound.
First down when they turn on at the outfit. Not after, but at the outfit. I was very, very nervous. I mean, this you never have humiliate on it. Never. Right? So I stretching, and then I go back and shooting. I go back and I go. I sat down. The lady said, ready. Okay. Then I good thing I sat there. I felt like I was gonna faint. Lightheaded. It's okay. Peace. And then sensitive. This sound different from the right sound.
Right. Same as me with my hearing. It's louder than that. What was your first sound out in the real world? What was your first sound in the real world?
Oh, the bus is train through. The bus, the brake.
Oh yeah.
I even one time, I saw a cat moving around, suddenly around the trees. So I look up, there's a squirrel up there. And I tried to record it because that's really funny. So I recorded it, then I went to work, and I so let the coworker to listen. What is the sound? What is the sound like? It's something no, it's a squirrel. Oh, squirrel. At the cat down there. But I'm really up. Sensitive sound. Like the key.
Oh yeah.
Click on the door. Wow.
Yeah, okay, Braggy.
Deanna, what was your first sound?
Well, in audiology room, it's normal. You take the test. When you put it on, you take the test, make sure you can hear. I heard my mom at first. That's normal. But
Yeah.
outside, the hospital that I was in, it was in Chicago, so it's very busy.
I go.
So
Yeah.
it's very busy where you hear traffic, everybody's talking. I was like,
That would be so wow. Quiet all my life, and then one day I was like, oh, I'll be pissed off.
that was when I first time go to audiology, test every year. That was my first time went to Chicago. I hear all the traffic and stuff, but the first time the surgery, no, not after surgery. The first time when I got my implant was in Westchester, in Illinois. That one, it's very quiet town, so I heard birds. I heard, just normal birds twinkling out. So that was my first time. I was like, oh, what is that over there? And then my mom was like, oh, it's birds. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So it's bird sound. First time going audiology was the traffic beeping and people talking about that.
Yeah. What about you, Casey? Your first sound?
Well, my first sound, I could hear the hair keyboard, but that's normal, like Frankie did. That's normal, with no normal hearing aids. And then when I got my Cochlear, I went to the bathroom. Yeah, man, pee.
Oh,
yeah, pee. That's my first down.
So I can hear it. Oh man, peeing. I want to be deaf again. What about you, Sarah?
My first sound, like anyone who gonna get tested. You wait, hear the first voice is your audiologist most time. They test really interesting and you can understand that my different level. I'll probably explain later. You probably have a question how that works. Anyway, she had to test pitch and height. She will not go high. To anyone, they will think short, small, cat,
Baby step.
you can
Baby
hear first that you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to turn it on, of course, you must let one. I didn't hear stop at the vibration first.
Mm.
And she saw me move, and I said, she said, what's wrong? I said, I felt it before the sound. She said, oh yeah, some client or patient had vibration or down. So mine was vibration strong enough that I felt it. That's when I realized it's connected to your ear, not in your head, your auditory nerve. That's connected to your brain. You will feel your brain. So that sound I heard from the eye. You can fine. Then I cry. But
Yeah, sure.
outside. Too many to count. But I went by one store. I went to Walmart.
Oh my goodness.
I heard something. I can't figure out why I can't hear something. Why am I here? Oh. Not on me. Do I text my friend? Do they play music in the store overhead?
Oh, yeah.
PSA.
Oh, they play music! First time shot never knew play music in store. My friend, my dad, cool thing.
That's awesome. One of the viewers, he said his first sound toilet flush. Can you imagine finally hearing him and then go to the bathroom, you hear your next breath or something?
You asked my face down at the customer. It died.
Go again.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
My face down. How in the world? I can really put a tweet on. What? What's wrong with you? You know. You know.
Oi!
Right there. How about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but come and think that there's still in the bank me and Thomas up there with starting the knife. And I could hear it from that reminds me. I was at my mom had a desert too. And I was in the first floor playing or whatever. And I heard a really loud catchy word from my mom up there. I heard it loud and clear. Perfectly clear. So I went upstairs to stick it in her. What's that? Mom, He sat down at the bed, putting on his singing as if nothing's happening, but I kind of knew that he did say that.
Yeah, she got disconnected. That happens sometimes. To come back. There she is.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, Mom, so I went to start the computer, see what happened at the computer. And I saw that she did try to open one file. That's supposed to show a picture of me in my car, but it was a different picture, so yeah. So that's why I did it. But Mom didn't want me to know that she said it, but I heard it.
One comment I thought was
Yes.
funny.
Okay.
Went to Def Club and worst sound ever.
What?
Oh,
No.
Very
It'll be like start my
laughing.
oh that favorite new stuff.
but no.
Yeah.
Nobody will like stuff. What?
Cat.
No.
Cat.
Coke.
Cat.
Right.
Like cat.
The-
Like cat.
So, okay. Back to when you finally got surgery. Boop. How long take to heal? How long take to heal? Second question, how long until you finally could hear with confidence? Same day they turn on, or take time, or take this first? I'm first. You want me to move? I can.
Wow.
When you have surgery, you bleed?
Yeah.
Ready?
No,
Well, I'm a ready play.
Brianna.
it's sometimes
yeah, so no,
it's it's a different person. It depends on each person how they react after surgery, but sometimes like way back then they had people had to head wrap, and there would be like some blood, but it'd be like dry blood, not like actual bleed. But it would be like red stored, and then after a while it would be like heal. It will show that is a heal good process. But sometime I see like another people, I see their like scar is like actually blood from surgery. So it depends. Yeah. So
How long did it take for you, Brianna, to heal after surgery? How long?
I don't know about 4, but I remember when I was 4, I had head wrap. Probably it takes like 4 or 5 weeks, like 6 weeks to heal, maybe. But when I got my last one, so I was 12. So it probably took like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where the doctor no order where you can't play sports or play outside and stuff like that. But my right one, they had to cut open big one, like scar. They had to cut all my hair, all my hair when I was 4 on the side in order to get through it. But this one, luckily, they didn't have to shave my hair. They only had to cut like 1 or 2 hair piece like a little behind my ear, and then they cut. Yeah, right. They cut behind my ear. Yeah, so it's like new surgery process. So that's another reason. I was like, when I was 12, I was like, oh, it's fine. It's new surgery process. So I like that.
Plus, younger kids heal faster too.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, when I was the right one was 4, it took about 4 hours long surgery, and then this one it took like an hour and a half. So it's like
Why was it faster with the second one?
because they pick up new surgery process. Before they had it cut big open, and then but now it just one to cut behind the ear. I don't know how they're able to get to up here, but I think that's amazing.
So your first surgery big scar, but your second one small scar?
Yeah, behind my ear.
No, sorry.
Like that. So they made like, yeah. And plus same surgeon person. So it's nice to like oh, you're the one who did my surgery when I was 4. So but yeah, I guess she pick up new surgery ways. So I thought that's cool.
How about you? How long was your healing process?
I thought driving to get paid. I'm fine.
I don't think you're supposed
Oh my God, why?
because
Normally power.
trauma to your head. Because that's serious trauma to your head. You feel how your body reacts to that surgery. Maybe seizure, maybe pass out. That's
Well, the doctor did tell me not to drive. I'm stubborn.
same when I had my foot surgery. Doctor said, no driving for like 3-4 months. Too bad.
To be honest, the reason why I drove is I wanted Taco Bell.
You could have had
I love you, baby.
over to you.
I want Taco Bell so bad.
So, okay, other than that, how long did it take for your pain to heal? 1 week? Wow, that's fast.
It depends on each person.
My brain,
Sarah, what about you? How long your healing process?
It depends on the person. And also that done at what clinics, sometimes they would tell you you have to pout, you have to run. It depends on their doctor, how they feel. For me, my surgery 4 hours. I don't remember. I took a long time to wake up. So I had to stay a little bit more longer in the recovery room. And did it hurt? Yeah, it did hurt a little bit. Sound like an ear infection. Tender. So they gave me
antibiotics.
Yeah.
Pain. But they won't get out of the hospital. They can't stay longer. My friend drove me home. I got sleepy. Have a foot pad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go home. I can train. Why? You're not connected. The door. Your mother. So what happened? What happened? Stick up.
Yes, right, yes.
I have to step up.
I could That hurt.
Yes.
Do I have to get that way? For maybe today, then do the today, him, and then nothing. I don't have to wear that. I just go and I have it my to that's my own right. Itจะติดนะตรงนี้ด้านตัวครับตัวใดแต่เป็นกันดูวัวเลย
Yeah.
แต่ว่าได้แต่ดูไปวิ่งไว้มาเนี่ยเยอะเจอจะว้าวมันไปไอเด็ด and then I doesn't then I love that big one.
That big?
No,
That's it. But money's
That size.
I think, Renee, I think it depends on surgeons too. If they can do small or need bigger, what their experience level. So I'm sure.
Right. Yeah.
What was your healing process, Renee?
Yeah. The first one, 2009, the first one, Stacy, I woke up, I feel good, nothing is dizzy, pain, nothing is dizzy. I got up fast and go to Trader Joe because I want that chocolate caramel with me. And I was fine, great. I went back to take an after on, maybe 2 days later. Nothing. But 1 year later, my second one, oh, the disturbing. This time I didn't have to have my mom come over to know anything. No, I didn't. But anyway, I woke up sick. Because the first one, you took 2 hours, that's it. But the second time, 3 hours, because apparently my bone in there is harder. The doctor had more, the same doctor, because he had more struggle with my right rib. It's so hard. I don't know. So I was under anesthesia for too long that when I woke up, I was so sick with for like anesthesia. But anyway, I left the hospital. My sister came with me. No, my friend didn't need him home. I had to call my mom, but anyway, healing, but maybe she is too. Pain, no, but I lost balance. I lost. I say up and down.
Okay,
I can't.
that's my
Yeah.
next question. That's my next question. Did
So,
you have
yeah.
any
Yeah.
side effects?
Yeah.
Or any side effects? I have one comment. I don't know if they were being honest but
Then
after surgery, bleed. What?
That's bad.
What?
I never heard of that.
Oh, ears, nose, and mouth bleed? That's real? Anyway, Brianna, what's your? Did you have?
I'm anti the idea.
Any side effects from surgery? Dizziness, migraine, pain, any?
I did not have any side effects both implant. No, I just like tired, like normal after surgery. You're tired, you just want to sleep and stuff like that. But I didn't have like bad side effects. Yeah, so no.
Casey, do you have any? Casey.
You froze.
Casey.
Yes, Casey. Yeah, Casey. Did you have any side? Perfect. Any side effects? Nothing.
Right.
Wait,
Right.
oh, okay.
Casey, 1 or 2. Casey, 1 or 2. Okay.
Okay. What is that? Apple, the doctor, the what does it always? Well, they more they are probably another quantitative. I think we have that quantitative, but that what thing can happen if the board win can win more sensitivity that to your tape, but
No.
got we
Yeah.
walk on
Yeah.
we
Nourish them.
no paralyzed.
I've heard that.
That's a high pop baby.
Very.
Did research. I did some research. People who have serious side effects, less than 0.5% will have serious. Most are very low.
Play
I found it interesting because deaf community always like, oh, you are not
Yeah, they make a big
people.
deal.
Not true.
my that's a side of my tongue. Không, nói kịp phụ lên chưa? Ui, đây này, anh chị bàn tiền tôi.
Love.
Ai đây này, bài tiền tôi là kịp tiểu. Cái bạn Nga, trong quán này này, bạn hiểu. Chưa mơ.
Temporary.
That might
J Fish, did you have any side effect? Migraine, dizzy, sick, any? One person in a comment
I have side effect.
started dizzy for 30 minutes after.
Okay, I got side effect. The first one, nothing. Okay. Second one, 1 year later. There, yeah, right. Right. Possible taste but edible. Got weed, but not bad. But my major side effect. Still to this day, 10 years later, still to this day, I still have bad. It's not headache, no, but bad is the meaning. I have to have my hand on something else to walk. I walk with hand free. I walk like a drop. Still, if I walk with somebody else walk and I turn my head and look at it, I lose that. Yeah, that's my side effect. Yeah. Okay. Osteologia. Maybe you can look up YouTube or whatever, but okay. Whenever I walk and I see something several yards away, maybe I want the bus stop number 8. But when I look at that sign, I'm not sure if it's 8 or 6. I don't know. Not because of my eyeglasses, no, but because I was walking. Things seem to be floating. Everything seems to be floating like this when I walk. So what I have to do is pop, the, then I can see the sign clear. Okay, then I could walk. When I brush my teeth, before I could watch TV with tabs on. I brush my teeth fine. But now, if I brush my teeth, it's like my eyes are floating. It's weird, but it's 10 years now, and I'm learning to cope with it. I think it's funny now. No harm, nothing. And
Interesting.
balance. I love my balance. Taste. That's my side effect.
Some of the comments you're talking about swimming, that's one of my questions later. We will answer that later when I get. Okay. So, my next question then. After you had surgery, did you have to take like any therapy, any speech therapy, rehab, anything like that? Like
Speech therapy for
after the surgery, you have to take rehab or therapy?
I didn't bother to go and continue with my speech therapy because I already had that speech skill anyway before the implant. But they did give me some kind of like a DVD program where I can click and listen to stupid sounds. But for speech therapy, no, I never bothered to. I already know. Does that answer your question?
When I was younger, I had to continue speech therapy. Yeah, but for the cochlear implant, I had to go to audiology to make sure and learn. They do different kinds of sounds. You test and they ask you what kind of sound is this, and you respond. It's more like common, normal what audiologists do. They ask you question, you beep with the button beep every time you hear a sound and stuff like that. Talk back and stuff like that. It's just practice with your hearing auto certify good. So that's another reason why they do hearing tests every year to update to make sure your cochlear implant is working well. That's it.
Sorry. Did you have any therapy or rehab?
Well, I went to speech therapy for 6 months, and then when they cannot accept my insurance anymore, it stopped. They never contacted me back. Right.
No resources to help continue? I think that's important to have therapy and rehab
Right.
after. So no resources to help continue with that?
I was so young, I didn't really looking for it. I didn't know where to look. I need help.
Sarah, what about you?
Speech therapy or rehab. I didn't have any speech therapy or rehab. I actually was 14 years speech therapy. So, but she did give me like contact app on my phone to log through the the eye company name that you will find out there. I'm trying to what the thing company that we have. That was okay. Anyway, that the we have basically they met Brianna. She said that the I would talk to you. The, okay, can you hear what I said? By the next appointment, you should be able to hear that many words, that many down, new down, three, up in many times they walk with your attempted practice. Most time they try practice more. You will learn how to hear that. That I didn't really have it. They have it just between myself and phone or go to the orthodontist appointment.
Jake, there's speech therapy.
Yeah. Mm.
Anyway, really sorry. Technology difficulty.
I think I would like to think trying to be electrocuted, right?
Harold, we will get to that question a little later, okay? So my next question. Okay, she's back. Sorry. Okay, my next question. How did you decide? How,
Well,
when you can click that camera at the bottom next to my phone, and that will block camera if you need bathroom or something. So
I don't know if you didn't hear you go to the bathroom.
So my next question: how did you decide which device to implant? Because I noticed many different company brands, same with clothes, shoes, hearing aids, have different brands. How you decide which I want that one? How you decide?
manager, my friend. Xin refer me to that, to be Dr. Cochlear. That's the name, I think. Yeah.
So you just
Then
decide
I did look up on the internet to compare the three major ones. I can't remember right now. It's been a long time ago. And because of my friend, so I decided to pick this one. The three method.
so you just
And I'm glad I did because and I'm glad I did because the other two actually were the same way.
Brianna, how did you decide which one to?
Well, as for they gave me like the normal kind implant. I had what's it called? Before I had American Freedom. Before that,
American Freedom.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had
That's
that
what
one.
I have. That's what I have.
Oh,
Cochlear Freedom.
yeah, I had that before. I had that before, and now it's brand new. I have Nicholas. I think I spelled it right. Nicholas 7. I think that's what I have because I want to like update it. But recently, I went to audiologist just a couple weeks ago, and they told me that once 3 years is done, I can update to this kind.
That's actually my next question too. That's my next question. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry.
Just letting you know so you don't have to repeat yourself. You know.
Yeah, that before I used to have that, but now I have Nicholas. And then so my audiologist told me that you have 3 years until you can update again. So they told me I can do this. It's called cancel. But for me, once 3 years is over, if they ask me, I would say no because I'm like so used to have implant on my ears. I feel like if I did cancel, I probably feel like awkward, not used to have nothing on my ear. So I'm gonna say no. But yeah, that.
Casey, how did you decide which branding company to go with?
Actually, I do not remember, but I remember I would give a George buy on it something. I can remember. Remember that. Yeah, thank you, Biotech. And the freedom and nuclear. The first time, like Frankie, I thought freedom, and then now I have nuclear. In fact, first freedom again from 2004. It sounds different. I mean, different thing now.
What about you, Sarah?
Mine. I know they have 3 companies. The biotech, but I think it's Biotic.
That's
Met out.
Oh, yes.
Cochlear America.
Oh, my.
That's the top 3 in Michigan now. I know that we talk about.
Long time.
Never heard of freedom. Never heard. But they told me and David that
And yeah,
David. Then you look over what you want. They would give you 4 each company.
So how did you decide? You just, yeah,
You
or
Google review. They should have yeah. I did more pro
that.
more pattern negative. I found out Cochlear America had more accessories and more ability to upgrade.
Oh,
I can't believe that. Yes.
Although still,
Yeah.
so Cochlear America more effective in technology and things like that.
And also it has 22 channels compared to the other 2. Different.
Cochlear America have more kitchen level in that line, in that nut, in your ear for that. But that's why I like the American. That
that's how you decide which one.
yeah,
Yeah.
AB.
yes, yeah. I never had it.
AB, man, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember that they told me they have A, B, or whatever, but how I chose is that I always look for which one has better, where you can listen to music.
Me.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
Boom!
more to prove to you.
Oh,
has waterproof too. So I look for the one that has music, has waterproof and all that. So that's why I chose Nicholas.
Fine. One of our viewers has a question. Can answer. I'm sure it's one answerable question.
yeah, yeah. Right. Can't go back. Back.
Yeah, yeah.
Back. Gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because,
And go back.
because, you know why? With hearing, nothing goes through the canal and cochlear. Nothing. Just but with cochlear implant, we have a wire that goes inside the cochlear. So if you want to take it out, it's already damaged with it. Already, you can't go back to hearing. Nothing.
So my next question, I noticed some of you. Oh, Brianna, sorry, but
It's fine. I
hear
just
you
wanted.
talking.
Wait, hold on. Casey?
Brianna,
Maybe
hold on.
I was gonna say that for hearing aids mostly was for
Yeah. Yeah, hearing aid.
Turn your brightness up.
Wait.
There you go.
Yeah, right
There
there.
you go.
So, oh wait, right there, that where you saw my finger, that's only up to for hearing aid. It was more out. Right
Right.
here. That's more for cochlear implants, something for hair waves down or all that. What more? Yes, right. More where it needs to travel to the brain. So that's the part where it's more needed for cochlear implant. If it's up to the eardrum, that's more for hearing aids.
Therefore, the one with channel 32 more channel.
Oh, yes. Right.
So mine. Oh, what, Casey?
No, you're right.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You can finish what you're saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're fine. Love you. You're fine. So my next question, I noticed some of you said you can upgrade yours quickly. Means you have to have surgery again to remove it and then put new computer in. What do you mean by upgrade?
Okay.
Wait, I have to say this. When your baby, yes, of course, you add bigger, bigger. You have to have surgery to get bigger. I have a nephew, you have a stroke here. Well, we tied the bar, and I don't agree with that. We, every with every every surgery is a with period. So,
So one of you, Sarah, can you explain what mean upgrade? What mean upgrade?
What for upgrade? Sometimes I do like social media. Same with Cochlear or United trying to do that. In fact, when we have a surgery, the magnet, actually the cathode, the outside is what works.
What's that part called? Metal. What's that called?
Mac.
Hold on.
That
Plastic.
battery.
Plastic.
That
Magnet.
that that what that that with that man it turns on inside so and
So the computer, I call it a computer chip inside your head, inside. Never need to replace that. Never.
No, that no.
Oh,
That
dumb people.
That.
Anyway, then not and dumb people. I have to dumb wait for example. Well, like my they would touch for that. Sometimes not more on sometimes. Sometimes perfect word do you take out. Sometimes change. Sometimes people have what called machine that mean their brain back don't like you have to have something in there. Damn it, Bobby, reject.
Chemical. Yeah.
Yeah, chemical.
Metal.
I read that less than 0.03%
Yeah.
will reject.
So that's why most times they will judge it again. That's the only reason why.
Mm.
Double.
Yeah.
My will upgrade in a few years depending on insurance.
My friend, not the same friend I was talking about, my other different friend, not long ago took out her cochlear implant. She said when she was little, she wanted it. I wanted it. So she had one in. And then years later, she found it of no use to her. And she can't have headache. So she took take it off. And I tried to, I put her all the way over. And she went, I took it off. Headache still remained. They took it off. Headache remained.
I don't have a cochlear, but I have daily migraines. I don't have.
But
Yeah. Okay, my next question. Now we start to get. Oh wait, someone in the comments asked, "What can you? What can't you do? Like, can you swim? Can you kickbox? Box, kickboxing? Can you do push like football? Can you do those?" Casey,
I'm doing on my third birthday. I'm going on skydiving. Diving. Oh, I was doing diving. When I land, my ears bleed red because the air pressure.
wow.
Oh, it's so bad. Yes, I never went back.
so now that you speak of jumping in airplane or whatever, so can you fly and fine?
Right, yeah. Tuba diving, they all about air pressure. Yeah.
Same with scuba diving. You can't scuba dive deeper. You can scuba dive, but limit to limit to many feet. but the more air project with something.
So can you play football, kickbox? Because football tends to always bang, 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 bang your head.
Only thing I can't do is
No,
go around work.
and touch.
And
I played tons of sports in high school. I have no problem. I play volleyball. I play soccer.
you don't hit your head with volleyball.
Soccer, you can't.
But I think we are more aware of our action. We're more aware of what we do. We don't.
Right. Also, I have played softball. I wear a helmet with my implant. I have no problem. I slide. It's no problem. I have some player bump to me. I have no problem with my implant or nothing. So.
Jay Fish.
I can't work. Yeah.
Right. If you wear a helmet.
So many people in the comments ask, can you swim? I don't know why many people think can't swim.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Mm. But there's a new Cochlear implant. There's a new device where you can leave inside and you go swimming, but you have to change battery every 10 years or something like that. That's a new thing. Hello, surgery at one time, 2 weeks ago. New technology.
That was for his.
Right, but that's the technology. It is the Cochlear implant anyway. Water prevention and everything. Yeah.
So can you? Oh, Jay Fish. You can put on the box. Oh, but I mean, can you leave and swim with?
Sorry.
I missed what you said. I keep forgetting to put my voice on.
I know, me too.
Jay Fish. Because with deaf people, you don't use your voice. Only with hearing people use the voice. So I keep forgetting. Hearing are watching this too.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay Fish, I missed what you said. Can you swim with?
In that my rubber shield.
I have a time there. I use plastic. I could dip, not have it back.
Like rubber.
But I hate using water. Starting.
April, do you want me to go get mine? Mine is like totally different.
Yes, please. Ready?
I'll be right back.
Bucky, one of your questions about insurance, I will get to that question. I have it on my list. Okay, Bucky. So now my next question.
Let's see here, battery sizer. Can you still have to replace my battery?
Oh, so you leave the box in your pocket. I've only seen the rubber, like, cover rubber. I thought, what? Oh, now I get it. Big bottle. Interesting. Thank you, Jesus, for showing. Interesting. Brianna is going to get her waterproof rubber to go on two different. Jason has a box. Brianna has rubber. So my next question, because we're waiting for Brianna, can you MRI, metal detector? Oh, there's Brianna. Hold on that question.
Okay, so I have like replaced from my own. Here, I'll show you. So like this, I can replace to this, and then all I have to do is change this part to put it inside. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, never mind. Both are the same. I forgot. I already have the same. See, too. So all I have to do is connect it here, and then for this part, what I use this. That will go over this with waterproof, and that's all.
That's cool.
I have a question. I still have a question for you. I personally don't really need to have hearing while swimming. Why do you really need to have
Alex,
when swimming?
Renee.
Yeah.
I have a hearing aid, and I go swimming with my hearing friend all the time, and I have to take it out. I wish I could leave it because stand, swim, talk, what. I'm fully deaf without my hearing aid, so I definitely wish I could hear with swimming. I wish.
Do you talk with other people?
Yeah. Relax, swim, talk, drink, whatever. I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. We're all voiced off now. Turn it back up.
Okay,
I know I have.
I know.
Next question. Can you go in MRI, metal detector, airport? Can you or no?
So it depends on, like, I remember there was one time that they need to do my MRI. I'm like, I have a cochlear implant. I don't know if I'm able to go in the MRI. And then they're like trying to figure out how, like, another way that I can do. They put I forgot what's called. They put something to cover, like, I take them off and then they cover it, so it's like to protect from the MR radiate on it. But for airports, it's not. I mean, all surgeons, they would tell you, oh no, you can't go to the metal detector.
But that's not true anymore.
But it's not, yeah, right. It's not really true to true. I go through all the time, but I always still ask the police officer, oh, do you mind to do this way, just just in case. But there was one time where I got into a fight with the police officer one time. I'm like, I can't go through that. I have a cochlear implant. They're like, what is cochlear implant? I don't understand that mean. I had to explain, and they didn't think that I had like something bad, weapon or whatever. So they scan over here and they're like, it's beeping. I'm like, it's a hearing aid. So there was like a long time argue with the police.
Wow.
And finally, they let me go in. But yes and no. It depends on each person if they can or not.
When you go in the metal detector or MRI, can you feel inside moving or trying to?
To me, no, but it happened to my friend where she didn't know MRI was like required. She went in, and then like few days later, wherever she got an implant on, and she noticed that the spot where it is not on, and then she had to go to well, she asked me like, "What's wrong? Like, what happened?" I said, "Did you use MRI?" And then she's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You're not supposed to use that. You're supposed to tell them to protect your head." And then she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So she had ended up going to surgeon, and then they had to like move her head. That some surgeon can move magnet with their hand. If they can't, then they have to do surgery, like move like all over again. Yeah, Sarah.
Explain why I didn't
No.
some machines have a specific different kind of magnet, really strong can
Right.
your so they do actually have some MRI machines that less powerful, so that you can go there instead of, but you have to tell the doctor, I have this and I have a card. Oh, you can use that kind. But a few years ago, back the old days, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, you can't have an MRI if the risk of that happening. That's why they have many surgeries for that. But the new technology now, it's easy. You can tell for a airport, some it now does them, though it will hurt. Some other airport, just it depends on their strength and everything like that. You still have to tell them not to know. Oh, and then we strong or not. Depends on where you go.
I remember I watched one TV show and someone accidentally turned the MRI on and everything, everything, metal, chair, desk, the so every time I imagine someone with a cochlear implant, you like will come out of it.
Like an horror movie. Like an horror movie.
Casey, you're frozen.
I'm sorry.
Try to refresh, Casey.
Okay.
Finish froze or click refresh. One question from Harold. Apple and Samsung have waterproof, but yeah, it's not $30,000. True. True. Hold on, I see you. Hold on.
Apple
Here we go.
that
Better.
Apple that not the cochlear implant.
Okay, so now we're going in the more. Oh, now it's clear. Okay. Deaf community, we all know, is very divided with cochlear implants and being told deaf. Did you experience any hate or discrimination or anything from the deaf community yourself? Renee.
Oh, you see, Mama, to start.
No, you're first. Did you experience any hate or discrimination from the deaf
Last
community?
friend has that. Last friend.
Really? Renee, you lost a friend just because you decided to get a cochlear implant?
Basically, yeah.
What the fuck?
I kind of knew that would happen anyway. And saying that, the real thing, yes. I already knew that I was kind of like an outcast from the deaf community anyway, to begin with. Before Cochlear Implant anyway, because I talk more, I speak more, not normally as a deaf. Remember, I wanted the deaf too all of my life. So I always still felt different. So, okay, even after graduation from the deaf school, I still found myself, I go to, I'm basically one of the hearing work related to with the hearing, with hearing. So, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm entity working here.
What about you,
Yeah.
Continue.
I started to say to my friend, I'm thinking about Cochlear Implants, and some of them were saying, okay, fine, go for it. Others saying, well, very no. So I, being me, I wanted to, because I enjoy music. I just can't. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I enjoy music. That's awesome. Anyway, okay. One example, I wrote a teacher. Voices, piano. I love music. I even collected music, and everything. Music. Even my car license plate frame. Something like I love music or something. I mean, well, my roommate when I sing. Yeah. And one day I was driving and I could see the rear view mirror. My roommate was riding with somebody else. And I could see that this deaf woman, she's really deaf. She's really deaf. I mean, like, she's really, I don't know, okay, so, I like music, so what? They feel for some reason that I like.
That's one of my, what you just said, they feel offended. That's one of my next questions. So, just gonna ask Brianna, you experience any deaf community hate because you have cochlear?
Yeah, a lot, because for myself, I'm always hanging out with hearing people that's like me. So I was like more in hearing world, like I talk to everyone. So there's some they're like, why you hang out with hearing people? You're deaf, you have a cochlear implant, you should be hanging out with deaf people, not just hearing. So that that's the kind of question that I always did. But there was one time when I went to RIT, Newark, RIT for EYF Explore Your Future. So that's where all of our come to RIT, experience college dorm life or whatever. So I went there, and there's a lot of people that has. I see few people have cochlear implant. All has like hearing aids or nothing. So I was trying to meet people, and they're like, "You have CI?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have CI." Like that was like my first time being in like deaf school, because I grew up mainstream and hearing and have view deaf, so that was my first time from a deaf person asked me, "You have CI?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have CI." And then she went on with a long story how she thinks CI was like a bad thing and wherever. And I was like, okay. And then so she had to like, she told some other people, "Oh, don't hang out with her. She has CI." And I'm like, it doesn't matter if I have income plan. I'm still deaf. I know sign language. I'm able to interact with that. So I did have few deaf people came up, be like friends with me during that week. But most of the time I was with the hearing, not really hearing, but like they grew up with no sign language. They talk. So it's like more hang out with them instead of deaf people. So that was like first time that was like that.
Becky, perfect. Yeah, Becky, come anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What about you, Sarah? Are you experienced stuff?
Yeah. When I first told people that I'm thinking about getting a DI, they're like, "You really? Why? Oh, so you have that intro, but that luck. So you have either that judgment or that kind of experience. So I think for each person different. They supported me getting DI, but I think you will always get that look. Well, that thing. So my experience wasn't that really bad at Brianna, but they would say, "Why you want that? What for?" They would ask you questions. What could they would? It's that all night thing can. Sometimes you will hear some people say, "Didn't your honor force you?" No, that's a yeah. They can't force you. It's just choice. Maybe for more children, yeah, that's different. But I just got it online from that. So wasn't that bad, but I had some people act more confident than normal.
No. What about you, Jake? Have you experienced any stuff meaning?
So I grew up in a hard area community. And
Fish doesn't speak, so
democratic. So I really experienced easy. I have one friend to bear me, so I really a good experience. Not bad.
Okay.
why do you think the deaf community doesn't like people with cochlear implants? My opinion, I think the deaf community, people who have cochlear implants, they look at you like, oh, you wish you were hearing. Fuck deaf. You don't want to be deaf. You're not supporting us. That's my opinion. But why do you? I'm curious your opinion. Why do you think deaf community hates them?
I think
People,
um, and that was first because I'm first.
no need for it, sorry.
It's okay. I think that I don't know.
What?
I think that I think that people think that they were born to be deaf, not to that they're hearing train their hearing to be able to hear everything. So they think that grew up in their sign language, and that's their community. Like that's their feeling. The heart belong to the community. So when they look as a deaf person had implant, they think that they want to be hearing. They want to do what hearing people want to do. They want to listen to music. They want to talk, be involved with that. Yeah, be more. Yeah, or sometimes I think that people think that they trying to ignore deaf community, but really it's not. So, but yeah.
Right. The younger deaf community are more accepted than the older deaf community, right?
Right.
And also, people think of, hey, God made you deaf. Why correct it?
I hear that often. I hear that one.
I heard that once too.
Why you want to change what God made beautiful?
Exactly.
But it's the same thing as God gave us a will to choose that right from wrong. That
Exactly.
we did what that. So sometimes that is very wrong.
What?
No different than any color, right? They have their own culture, mindset. So that's why I think, my opinion, they prefer to keep their that sacred, pure, but not realize each race, each culture have different that it might be.
Yeah. It just bums me out because the deaf community is so small, but yet the deaf community is very picky. You have hearing aids, you speak. You have
Yeah.
cochlear implant. You don't sign ASL. And so they're very divided for a very small community. And that's another reason I wanted to host this, to give you guys a safe a safe place to your frustration, your struggle, and show the deaf community I struggle a lot because of you guys. So that's why I wanted to do this for you guys. I I just don't understand why they are so against cochlear implants. At first, I thought it was because a lot of risk, health issues, but it's not true.
Some is also by rumor. Rumor. They
Yeah.
do have the bat because some people from California only have one bat, when Ohio have five right answers. So basically, I know that when I went to my surgeon or doctor to learn to research, I asked them the question themselves. They're the specialist, not the community. Now trying to no, I don't want. I want someone who knows
I think you
that such
no fuck you.
like 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 oh, I asked you, okay, what happened? Found out that many myths about cochlear implants. So a lot of that here story. So that's probably another question, but that's another reason.
I think good. Another correction. I agree. Okay.
The deaf community, they don't realize that technology has improved so much, so really has small risk compared to 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And it's annoying to see the deaf community. I'm against CI, but they never went through that experience. So they really don't have a place to say I'm against it if they don't have CI. In my opinion, I feel like when they say I'm against CI, that means they are against people with CIs too. So they're hating on you for no reason, in my opinion. Do you experience the same kind of hate discrimination from the hearing community, or the deaf community worse than hearing community?
Okay.
Anyone?
Tricky question because you would get judged by that answer that question.
I mean,
Hearing more open don't understand deaf culture. They're like it's that you can hear, but deaf. But I think it's because deaf is not really more information about the eye and depends on the person, how they wait, how they hear things. It depends all the time. You will have really complete deaf person. You put in the eye, it will hurt her more than other people who deaf who grew up with hearing aids. So
That's true, because hearing knows what it's like to hear. Deaf don't know what it's like to hear. I read some of the comments. They're like, you can hear writing. They didn't know writing has a sound. You can hear, can open. They didn't know you can hear that. I'm curious, what are some of your favorite sounds? What's some of your favorite sounds?
Before I go into what you to answer question, but the last question I want to say, regarding to the dev, that's what I expected to do. Oh, that person, 1 second.
No, my battery's dying. Really? Why is it not charging? What's going on?
No.
Hold on.
because on my laptop.
My battery won't charge. Wow. Oh, I know why. Jeez. I forgot my light switch has to be on for the outlet to work. I'm like, why is that charging? It's only 2%. My switch was not on.
Anyway, that's funny. Anyway, but
I know I'm a wonderful interviewer. All these damn problems.
back to it.
There we go. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, now Casey.
Sorry.
Oh no, you
What were you saying,
something.
Casey? What were you
talking about? You talk about the 4 project that I want to
No, move on. Move on.
I wanted to say something from
let
the.
it go. Anyway.
I think it's more like if you go out in public, if they see your implant, they'll be like, what is that on her ear, or they're not like familiar with it. And I just think that if you are interacting with hearing people, like if you try to say, oh, can you say that again, they would like roll their eyes and don't want to say it again. Or same thing with Social Security. I probably for some deaf people struggle with Social Security. Sometimes Social Security thinks that all of the people who have implant, they are hearing, they're not deaf. So that's another thing. I don't know what else. But yeah, I went through so many frustration with Social Security where they think that I'm hearing. I have to like show proof that I am deaf. So but yeah, that's all I want to say.
I struggle with that too. Everyone thinks I'm hearing. I'm like, no.
I'm deaf.
And also, there, I'm sure you can relate with me. We're not going out here public with work. I have no air.
No.
Wow. Please. So I go to the door and people weren't catching there. True joy.
Are you a robot? Are you robot?
No. Catch it. How? Man, I'll cut the affidavit you have. I think, yes, we all connected. And you can't imagine the kind of face. Hey, it is.
My favorite is when kids see it.
Yes. Yes.
Cyborg. Cyborg. They said, "Oh, you're gonna be keeping your hand on your robot."
No, I love when kids.
But the young generation, they're curious. That's when you need to plant the seed.
Exactly.
When they're older, they won't hate on CRs, you know.
I agree. I hate when parents tell them to stop. Say, "Oh, no.
Thank you.
Fine. At me. Because teach them good. If they can learn young, they should know what's out there. Saying that some kids.
When the parents tell the kids stop, don't ask, then it makes the kids more curious, and then they're like, "Oh, something's wrong with that person. That's why I can't ask." They think something's wrong with you, so I don't think parents should tell the kids shut.
Right. You speak it also as a mother. You know what your kid did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You asked about sound. You said
oh yeah, what's your favorite sound?
Sit down.
What's your favorite noise?
Really, it's just music. I love listening to music. I wear my headphones. I like to hear music.
What about you? Your favorite sound?
sound.
All sound, even farting? You like farting
Yeah,
too?
because sometimes you have days.
I like thunder too.
The other day
I do that.
too quiet.
Oh, I love quiet. I love quiet.
Oh, I love quiet too. I would prefer that. But
Yeah.
sometimes you have that day. Something going.
Mine may be weird, but shooting oil
The what?
from American Idol. American Idol.
Oh, Idol.
I took a person named Susan Oil. No, the boy stalking me, and then down like Beauty and the Beast movie. That down, high void. That's my favorite down.
Area.
Yeah,
Area.
that's it. I mean,
what noises are there that you did not expect to have noise that you thought noise up? Had noise? What's some examples that you're shocked had noise?
lying and math and cattle and your big.
One of my favorite noises. Yeah.
Having shot it down.
Yeah. What about you, Renee?
Yeah. I was walking with my hearing phone. We were walking outside, walking, and I sounded that. I didn't recognize it, but I didn't know it. And she said, "Did you hear the owl?" I said, "Oh, is that what it is? Oh, owl. Cool. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, maybe like for first time when I play on, I never thought cricket would make noise or something like that. You walk and then you hear. I'm like, what is that? And then mom was like, oh, that's cricket.
One of my favorite noises. It's so relaxing to hear. Cricket. Yes, Bucky Match has noise. Just
Yeah.
And my food.
yeah, my question was, oh no, my question was, what shocked you that you thought something not have noise, but it had noise? I didn't know that. Walking.
Oh yeah. Well,
Four.
Oh,
Why?
oh.
When?
I missed it.
When?
Yes.
You know.
oh, and
Oh, my favorite one. Eating fork. Eating fork.
Bayou?
Yes, that's what. The key for
Fork. Hold up.
baby.
The fork.
Bayou? Well,
Fork.
Bayou? Well,
Fork. Two.
Casey?
I know
Casey,
you love
here.
music.
Bayou? Well,
Frank. Then music. Yes, my phone can.
Casey, when they asked what did you say, she think you said spider web.
Casey.
I could hear them.
Spider web has noise? I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
Balcony.
I'm sorry, my mother tonight is about me. So I asked him over and over and over again, and the mom finally is about me. He thought about it. Oh my God, you heard that?
My favorite sound was that one time I was sitting in the backyard in the back porch
Yeah.
at friend's house. Nighttime, laughing with my friend.
You should.
Right to my friend. What's that noise that we talk about? Something. Repeating it. What is that? I hear that. To my friend said, bird. Cicada, bird.
Yes.
You know, not that.
Oh, the
Potato.
Oh.
You.
Yeah.
Dare the crap out of me.
Okay.
there will be some times where I'm downstairs, or if I'm upstairs, my mom. If I hear a door knocking and I'm all the way upstairs, and my mom was like, "You can hear that from all the way downstairs."
I can't even hear that.
The apartment, you can hear people walking upstairs the apartment.
Oh!
Yes.
I
What
heard the somebody boom.
I heard that before.
Also, like my living room over there has like brick wall, so it's like wall is like bar. So like if it was rainy outside, I'm like, "Mom, is it rainy outside?" My mom was like, "Yeah, but you can hear that. That's very."
I heard that first time in a car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, go on.
Okay.
Hey,
So one of the viewers has a question. He said, "What if I'm on a cochlear implant but insurance doesn't cover it? Are there any resources for the deaf to get cochlear implant? Depends location."
No.
Medicare.
Yeah,
You have start on your own work insurance.
Yeah.
You can work, pay for your
You mean the yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're like, oh my God, we have a different like state. We
Yeah,
have the teacher done it that more time how good to do
Is
it.
that a website or phone number or
They
Depends in the state. It depends where you're in the you look.
Yeah, it really.
Gov or .org. Fun.
have to Google and Google where your state is and find a resource business company to help?
But
So
really,
one question, yes, they are. One question I think is funny because I thought of the same question 2 minutes ago. Did you
Famous.
shocked that sex had noise? Or sex is very noisy, very noisy.
Alvaro is noisy. Yeah.
But
Already
Jack
knew.
don't know that. Jack don't know that sex is noisy. We can hear we can hear you moaning.
Okay, man, I asked you say this. Well, I'm a gay man, so I use Anchorman when I'm at a death. I didn't know you could hear air pop. I'm a good fan.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm dead. Okay, so so if a deaf person wants a cochlear implant, or even a hearing person, what's the first step they should take? What should they do to get cochlear implant? Don't even think about it, fatty.
See an audiology to see if you qualify for implant, like to see where your hearing math, like where your sound's at, like if you qualify, then usually audiology will lead you to the steps. Yeah.
First, why do you want why?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I was doing for yourself.
that should be contact an audiologist. I'm sure the audiologist will have many resources too.
I'm not hard to do that.
You're shedding. I'm sorry, mister. I love you.
Not hard to do it.
Hair flying everywhere. Sorry, bye-bye.
Sometimes I have to one track mind. So you have to I want to just at least try 2 different over ears, 2 or 3 different over ears, and then
I did that. I went to 2 different people too.
right. Good.
2 different doctors. Went ahead.
Susan wants to know, can you hear a bee?
Yes.
Depends.
It sounds
Have it closed. Yeah. But understand, it depends on the person level of what they can hear. I can only hear deep. I can't hear high.
Yeah.
Like you did, you get to be on channel. Yes, I know. What do you think?
No different if you train it. I can hear high now, but not as much as I thought I can. It depends how you train the beat everything. I did.
So, yes, thank you, Kevin, for commenting. So, what do you guys want the deaf community to know about people with CI? Do you have a message for them to chill the fuck out? Or,
Tuba,
you know,
tuba.
Well,
yeah. What do you want to tell the deaf community? I said you want them to chill the fuck out. Calm down. Stop it.
I did it. Beep.
That's me. I said that.
Yeah.
But
The
what do
actual
you want
voice.
to
Let them
Yep. I
love Bucky.
that.
I love Bucky. You at the bed corrected.
Yeah. What do you want the deaf community to consider before they start discriminating, hating on you? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to?
for me, I think that people in deaf community, have to like be rude about it. Like first, get to know a person. You never know if you end up being friends with them,
Activated.
or ask them question about their experience. Yeah, right. Being more open minded, and you never know if you will end up be a best friend with that person. So, yeah. And we all are still deaf, no matter if we have cochlear implant. When we take them out, we're still deaf.
You can't agree to disagree.
Right.
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 Oh my
In
God.
a
You do
respectful
research.
way. In a respectful
Okay, fine.
way.
That we don't have to. It's
Right.
no different than anything in
But
life.
I understand you have a deaf person look at you, but you have cochlear implant. You already you've done it before. It's tough. I don't know done average yet. Of course, that would be up there. But
Yeah.
come give a chance that each one has their own choice.
Right. Everyone has their own
Each
choice.
one has their own choice.
Go on. Right.
Yeah. I guess I forgot one note here, but yeah. Often do I don't know, but a lot of things I'm still, but they said that coconut you can no no but be here only. That's not true. I mean that's why many deaf communities think that the doctor want us to do. But I think the doctor is a little bit open-minded. They accept ASL, yes. But for me, it's important to know ASL anyway, whether you could be or not. The person to your ASL clear communication. I mean, ASL is my native language anyway. Yeah, it's recommended for ASL. And for me, what for me to say to the deaf community, just respect. That's what I always do.
Yeah. My other two questions. I'm gonna say both questions so I don't forget. Do you think
I'll
kids
never forget.
should? Do you think small kids like 1, 2, 3 should, or you prefer wait till they're older and can decide? Second question. See, I told you I would forget. Whatever. Oh, ASL. Do you think they should learn ASL regardless? If fully deaf, hearing aid, cochlear implant, you think all should learn ASL? And do you think little kids should have cochlear implant? Brianna first.
I think that maybe normal age the implant is around 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like the normal time to the implant. But some people, some parents, no, just they'll get a plant wait until older and then they can make their own decision. So it depends. But for me, I think it's beneficial for the babies. Like, let's say if they can't wear hearing aids, they can get implant earlier and they will practically will develop their speech. They can hear, understand what's going on in the environment. And and also kids, yeah, should learn ASL. No, regardless if they're hearing or deaf, it will be help them to communicate and know more words earlier than another hearing babies. They learn how to talk later, but deaf babies, they can learn sign language and already talking by fully language by 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah. Your opinion, Sarah. Your opinion.
Really sticky because I already think 2 children in the surgery in that recovery room. My opinion as the mother of 4 kids, I really think I don't want them to have a CI because I see the pain they go through. That's one thing I see. But it depends on their character. Are they willing to learn speech? Are they wanting to hear? Do they want to? I don't agree with surgery young age. All across the age, I think and I want the world to have age as the universal language. Why? Because older people, well, if everyone knows age dining, everyone will have a problem yelling, writing, fluttering, nothing. So if they make that universal language, period, everyone can communicate, no problem. But that's my opinion.
Casey?
You cannot have a working without communicating. There, right?
Repeat, repeat.
I think you cannot have relationship without communicating. So for ASL, yes, I think that's good. Sure, you can increase vocabulary
Yeah.
as a baby. But now I hear when I became Cochlear, I trained myself to hear better with leapfrog, you know?
Leapfrog.
The word
Yeah.
to help me recognize the word. So
Do you think little kids should have max 2, 3? You think should? No. Why? Why you think no?
because when you know your air always grow bigger. When you get older, right? So you have to start together, bigger air. 2 or 3 times.
Not always. My friend, my best friend, he had to cochlear when he was 2. He never had to replace that. He's lucky, I guess. Yeah.
Mine was 4. I had no problem.
Yeah.
I do have a roommate who's from a military family. Military family. And when we became roommates, she was vaccinated with my death or whatever. And then she went to Gallaudet for a theology degree. And right now, she works in military basic. I think a theology. And she worked with many clients that could be effective military.
Do you think kids 2, 3 should?
Stay here at
It's okay to share.
very sticky.
It's okay to share your opinion. That's
Language
right.
development.
You try to every story.
Language development. ASL, humor. Yeah. But
My opinion.
Keep in mind. Children, you have to suffer, and the parents don't know what they go through. What they go with them. What how they feel. Right.
My opinion.
Education program. involved. Not just
My my opinion is I don't think little kids should get a cochlear implant. I think they should wait till they're a teen. I know at least 8 people. I know 8 different people who got a cochlear implant, and then the day they turned 18, they got it removed because they don't want to hear. They don't want to. They want to be fully deaf. So that's why I think teen, old enough, they can decide for themselves to want to hear or not, because that is a tough surgery to go through.
Yeah, remember I told you I'm 15. I had a joy to get the cochlear. They know because I know I could hear a little bit, and plus I can, how teenagers are.
Yeah.
So that I think they have to do it themselves. The parents don't go walk a mile with their shoes.
Yeah. Renee, what did you want to say?
Of 8.
8
Yeah. Okay. They grew up in a society that think they're mine and good or whatever because they grew up together and
Not all of them, but I would say at least 4 have all hearing. They're the only one deaf in the family, and they still don't want to hear. The others have some deaf, but not full, strong deaf. So I'm surprised they don't want to hear.
Because I know many teenagers, they do it up because of society.
I'm sure. That
supportive. They need support, and that they get.
And like I said, with the deaf community, deaf or cochlear implant. So young hearing family cochlear implant means deaf. Oh, you don't like me because fine. I don't want to. It could have some effect on it. I'm sure.
Boy.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. So okay, my next question then. Because 98% of deaf children are born to hearing parents, what is your advice to them if they are considering a cochlear implant for their kid? Brianna.
Parents just research, trying to be more involved in deaf community and see how implant is and stuff like that. Like don't be freaked out like, oh, what should I do? Always research and thank me for if you like if you think it relate to your family situation. Do you think it's the best for your child to implant and stuff like that? I don't know.
Sarah?
Good.
That's really hard to break down because that depends on that child. Most time the child too hard to open up and say, well, my parents they're gonna tell me what I need to do. I have to respect and listen to them, but they're scared to tell me, hey, I don't want to hear or I want to hear. My suggestion to the parent who want to get a DI for their children, make sure that child is involved with them, don't leave them out, because they will reject more to that process. And plus, I would suggest that they do a little bit more in-depth research, like Brianna said, but interview both hearing and deaf who already been deaf culture or not. For example, I think like parents should have at least 4 different opinions from different doctors, not just one. Because sometimes one doctor would say, oh, you have to require DI. They didn't have the complete information, total communication to give to them. It's not fair. So that's why I tend to Renee, language deprivation in the world right now for the deaf children. It's not fair. So they should have complete total communication to understand to what deaf culture is, what hearing culture is, okay, what is out there, and if that's what the child think it would fit. That's my opinion.
What about you, Casey? What's your opinion to hearing parents?
Well, of course, I'm not happy about the kids having cochlear implants, but I can't think as a parent and uncle. I will want the best for my child. But you have to understand, you do not walk a mouth with your child to your child could we send you. So be careful. Think more about it. I mean, where you're in and the best for your child. I would wait until your child is a teenager. That could be a better age to make a decision because when I was 15, I knew better. Well, no, I take that back. Teenagers never know better. But
Teenagers are really tender age anyway.
Really, the growing teenage.
The teenager is the youngest age kid.
Right. Your making decision choices from 13 to 25 is going to be
Right.
after 25. That's when your brain you get that
25.
hormone.
But
Then
you
you get
know that they psychology data at the fifth grade, your IQ is good.
Right.
My opinion to hearing parents with deaf kids, it should not be a choice. Learn fucking sign. It should not be a choice. Oh, too hard. I don't want to. No, it's not a choice. Learn it.
Raise your hand to the air.
Yeah. No matter.
There is no way to communicate with the child. They grow up depressed, angry. Seriously, fucking stop. Sorry, someone keeps calling me over and over and over and over. I hate kids. I swear all the time. He knows.
Don't talk about it in 911. No, okay. Forget it.
No, it's a family member. Keep calling. She always does that till I answer, but too bad. But anyways, I think when the kid doesn't have a way to express and talk and communicate, even for little things, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat, no way to communicate, they will grow up depressed, angry, they'll feel left out, they feel not loved, not cared for. So it should not be a choice to not learn ASL. I think the first step, always learn ASL. Then and also exposed to deaf community. Meet other deaf kids. Meet other deaf people too.
Meet people like you.
Yes, exactly. So that child doesn't feel I'm only one deaf, all hearing, all you deaf people. That will make them curious to learn more ASL and they will not feel left out, That's just my opinion. But with the CI, I think should wait till they're a teen. Now, people, the viewers, now you can send us your questions because I know I did hold off on some questions, but now, oh, here's one. Yeah, me too. Me too, Casey. My mind thinks in ASL. Do you think with ASL or with? Good question.
Okay, let me explain. Yeah, I need to be an dietitian or teacher. But anyway, yeah, that question was asked. I remember one student came in and gave me this newspaper article, and I was reading, fascinating. Like some people think different. How do they, when they think people they talk, do they thinking ASL or do they thinking words or they have different ways? And I was surprised how many different ways they think. And I think, of course, I think not in ASL, I think word by word. ASL, I think ASL, it came out ASL is really amazing. Bilingual
I think
English ASL.
if the person doesn't hear, if they're fully deaf, I think they think ASL because I met many deaf people who think in ASL because they don't hear. But I think that people who do hear do think in word. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Casey, you think in ASL or word?
I don't think it.
You don't think?
I done a lot.
Me, I never think in
I
ASL.
don't think it.
I'm like,
Before is, but you
I
know
have
the word coach witchy. So you can. I can't think the person talking to you was speaking adult or village.
depending on who
No.
you talk.
I'll
What about you,
So
Brianna?
you can agree.
I'll think in ASL. I always think in my head like
Spoken word, yeah.
I never think in ASL. You know what I mean? I always think voicing talking.
Sarah, you think ASL or word?
I never thought about that when he done kicked it to root, but and
I
then sometimes when you have dream, you think you dream. Sometimes no stuff, no talking, nothing. But you almost like talking, but you don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I have a question for all.
Yeah.
I think this is interesting question because I always
My questions are done, so talk, anything.
I always wonder that in your dreams, like when you sleep, you dream. Does your dream involve that people signing, or do they talk in dreams?
You're not used to talking, man. So I that what I mean.
Yeah, mine's always talking.
Both.
Never involves sign or nothing. It's just always talking. That's what I always wonder.
It depends who's in my dream.
Okay,
If that's friends in my dream, then yeah, sounds in my dream. If I'm with hearing friends in my dream, whatever, I speak. Both.
Interesting.
What about you, Casey?
Because they
Okay.
can't
Do you dream with ASL people in your dream or talking?
Frankie, I don't believe. I did it all remember the tiny. I just happy to leave.
No.
But he had deep sleep.
I remember of sleeping in a deep dream. I'm in a deep sleep. And I remember very clearly. I woke up. Remember what I said in my dream. I yelled at my dog, no! No! Because the dog was pretty paws on the first food in the grocery store. No! And my friend said, why did you say no?
My family or my friend would say that when they say when they say I talk in my sleep. Sometimes I die in my sleep.
I
I die in my sleep.
Really? My mom and sister one day, he said, leave me, please leave me alone. I said, I didn't know that. They heard me say, please leave me alone.
even
I
worse.
want to dream a really cool something at mine.
Casey, I wrote over.
Yeah, my favorite part.
Anything you guys want. Anything. Yeah.
I can see it. Hey, I can see it.
App.
Work down. Their father keeps not
Like Bluetooth. It's like Bluetooth.
Yeah. In the car. Yeah. In the car. Yeah.
And I one day trying to think of how to turn on the thing of music. I'm dancing. My friend looked at me. You can't hear that? Then no.
Okay, after this. Okay, what's the worst sound you can hear that makes you want to take off? What?
Clock.
Me too.
Really?
Annoying.
Clock?
Yeah.
You
Me
need
too.
clock with no sound from the car. I can hear the wind.
Really?
Yeah.
Might
Look at me.
yeah.
Blinking has no sound. Hey, wait. You have to remember these people are totally deaf. They didn't even
I
know.
know. I'm sorry. That's not nice of me. Sorry. From
Yeah,
I
they
was touching my tongue. I was acting.
so have to put yourself in their shoes. They don't hear nothing.
Why? That's it.
No writing has sound.
Maybe fake eyelashes
Maybe.
can hear. But anyway, that I can't hear. I can't like that. No, thank you. One question.
Any questions or anything anyone in the comments want to share? I have one question. What do you guys struggle with on a daily basis? Because you're cochlear implant. What do you struggle with on a daily basis?
I mean, for my struggle, I hate when I go out in the community, people, when I talk to them and then they all want to repeat again. I'm like, you need to repeat again. I'm deaf. You need to repeat. You don't have to roll your eyes or give me attitude. I'm like, I'm be real. Oh, say it again. No, I'm deaf. But yeah, that's one biggest thing that I hate when people don't want to repeat themselves.
Sarah?
When you can speak really well and they look at you and say, oh, but you can hear the why you need me to help you. So it's like, I could ask you to help me, though they don't realize that we're so deaf and they typically always forget that we're deaf. Especially with
That's
families
why
that
we're
don't realize
happy.
we're so deaf.
Yeah, but you ask questions, right? Are y'all asking people ask you questions about your company, right?
What? Say it again.
I would say that you ask that people ask you questions about your company, right?
Yeah. So they can hear. But don't say nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I said in the comments. There is no stupid question, none.
Yeah, no.
Ask anything.
Yes, I can hear ocean. That's my favorite part when I go on the boat with my cousin and my aunt in Wisconsin. We go on the boat, we hear a lake.
Bye, Katie.
I
Bye.
like
Nice to meet you.
Who's going?
Huh?
Katie said he has to go.
Oh, sorry.
Casey, you leaving? Casey! Casey! Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Nice to meet
for
you.
joining. Thank you,
Nice
Casey.
to meet you.
Thank you.
We love talking with you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime I go live, come join. Anytime. Love you. You know how to leave? Leave on the top. Live. Oh, there we go. Okay, so
Really nice.
spots if anyone else
Really
wants
nice feeling to know there are more people out there not so alone. You too. You too. No. It's nice feeling. Just
Oh, I think
really good idea after all. I would really know if people are getting off. But so far so good. Thank you everyone.
I posted the link in the YouTube comment section if anyone wants to join to ask questions.
Come on,
oh,
anyone.
I think Bucky, I think she asked if we can hear phone typing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. I
yeah.
was saying that while you were talking. Yeah, a little bit like
Here.
if you had the sound on yet, but I can hear my finger touching it yet.
Your
The same as I just put my phone on the table, I can hear it
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
The phone also has, you can set it in your settings if you want to hear a tone like bing, bing, bing every time you text, or turn it off. I turn it off because it's annoying me. Ding, ding, ding.
I love that noise. I love
I'm
that.
off, but I would turn off mine, but I love hearing other people music choices.
Yeah. What is that?
Hit that one? What?
Yeah.
Star Wars or something like that. But anyway.
What I don't like, I know some deaf people like their phone like flashing if they get a phone call or text message. On iPhone you can dip.
Where's April? April. Tag me. I want to show her. Tag me on Facebook. Watch.
Get Facebook.
Happened.
You get Facebook. Not the regular chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have
Same.
Samsung.
Ding.
Oh,
50. LGBT 50. I love that.
oh,
It would go around, not flat. Tag, yeah, flat, but mine.
oh.
But anyway.
My iPhone, you can set it.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone, you can
Got
set
it.
it in the settings if you want alert to be flashing instead of noise. And I don't like that because it's kind of annoying to me. It's annoying. I prefer to noise or vibrate.
Okay.
I have a kind of another question, and it's kind of the same question as before. The deaf community hate on cochlear implants. What do you want them to do to educate and learn more about cochlear implants? What would you recommend them to do before they make the decision? I hate cochlear. I'm against. What would you recommend them to do before they decide they hate cochlear implants?
I mean, meet the people who have cochlear implants. Just ask them questions. Be more curious. Be more open-minded. That's all, really.
More research.
Yeah, research. Yes, it's like that saying, "Thank me before you speak." That's saying that,
I always told my kids, don't say nothing, anything
If you
negative.
don't know.
If they can't say nothing nice, they do not say nothing.
I agree. I feel like when they say I'm against cochlear implant, what's the point of saying that? What's the point to say I don't like cochlear? There's no point to
No, why you should then, okay, that's your choice, and walk away. It's the same thing as the
I
idea.
walk away.
Go,
I
go.
walk away.
It's fine. It's a,
Good question.
Yes and no.
I would suggest you contact your audiologist and ask them that question because it depends on the person's health and their risk of surgery. A lot of variables.
I have another question.
Talk to your audiologist.
I have another question kind of related to that.
Fucking it depends, right? You see a dialysis, right? About your services. Again, that's my first question. Why? Why would you want to have a CIC? Because like, okay, I don't know, but
Me.
ý tưởng taking a time like really do you have any is there like heavy do you have any I mean 55 that's pretty
I
late
have another question. What makes you not qualify for CI? How do you find out
a dollar to will tell
I
you
qualify or
a dollar to will tell you
how,
90, 85, 90 decibel last or more. Yeah, you get the lawyer, you can hear pretty good. How do you feeling? Not thank you.
Depend on your nerve.
Sometimes
Sometimes, for example, that's why they do MRI and other test on it.
sorry, mister. Sorry.
Sometimes they see that and say, oh, your nerve is not working, it won't work with what the computer can do in your DI. So if it can't fit, sometimes people have had surgery, think it will work, didn't work. And they tried the surgery twice, so some it's rare, but some people find out later after surgery saying, oh, that is not working at all. Whether by their fault or the surgery function. Find out too late. Depends.
I did read sometimes people qualify for a cochlear implant then finish surgery. Doesn't work ever. But very rare for that to happen. But some people experience fail. Nothing work. Nothing. Interesting.
for me, like I said, my right ear already had pretty good hearing when I was growing up. It was like 85, that's what it like. Okay, but first, the left one had 105, that's what it like. So that's why, could have been just that. Then 1 year later, could have been, did I hear different between people and after on this one? A little bit. But I knew different one. I've been my music sitting in my car. Driving. That's my favorite city. Right, I hear that all the time. But this time, it's done different. The particular style that I didn't hear before, and I usually use it more.
It's still important because you hear more instruments.
Yeah, right. And
Piano, guitar, electric guitar, piano, drum. Interesting.
yeah, and first tune. Yeah.
Damn it.
I think we will end it 5-10 minutes. I don't know. Is there anything that I did not ask that you want to share?
It will depend on your
Right.
insurance, Di. It will depend on your insurance because my insurance only covers one DI in Michigan. Really sad. I want two, but I didn't get the same idea from the surgeon that I do one at a time because sometimes having two can overwhelm some people, make them reject cochlear implant. That's why some surgeons decide one or two. And they usually most of the time do the worst one I get. My left was bad. My right I can hear more. So they gave me another left. So I had cochlear implant. Give it a little bit more power.
You hear more with your right, but they cochlear the left. Wow.
Yeah, before the cochlear implant. Before. I can hear with my right with my hearing aid more than my left with the hearing aid.
Oh,
So they decided to my left.
The back one. The worst
I
one.
have one DI one.
Both hearing aid and cochlear implant. Both.
Yeah, because they don't cover two.
That's what I did.
So
That's what I did for 1 year between my first cochlear implant and the second one. During that 1 year, gee, I hearing aid. Oh, I like it a lot. Pick it up a lot. But the problem with this hearing aid, my hearing aid requires a wire one. Classic. But anyway, if digital hearing aid, we think I should cover that stuff. Digital hearing aid. My time is
they
a
don't have
lot better.
analog
I
anymore.
did.
So
Okay, that's another thing I did. Going Charlie said, I want to test digital hearing aid to see because I was thinking about cooking with that. But I'm curious to see about digital hearing aid. So I asked them to bring out some music out. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I did try 3 different ones. No, so I went to yeah.
I remember when I first switched from analog to digital. I had analog hearing aid. My friend drove me to the audiologist. I had the radio that sound perfect, good level for me. To hearing person that's loud, but to me it's perfect. Went in, got digital hearing aid, came back out. So the radio's too fucking loud. Oh, it improved big time from analog to digital. Very cool.
It's the same idea with the cochlear implant.
Yeah.
You have to understand most time I forgot to tell you to explain to the deaf community that you will hear like a robotic down at first. Your brain is not sure how to connect to
Used
that
to.
nerve
I'm
before,
used
so it's new. They think, oh, I can hear, but it's not connected to that nerve as it was before. And when you're touching new thing in that line, that channel, it has different pitches. So they actually had to add 4 each time in the appointment. It didn't turn on all of it at once. It was section at a time to practice, to train your brain so you're not overwhelmed or get a headache. It's the same as anything you want. Like if you have surgery on the leg, you have to train it to walk again. It's the same for your brain. Your brain will be training. Oh, that down is different. Oh, that down is different. Okay. You have to tell your brain that down like a dog, that down like a something.
That's kind of related to Bucky's question. How did you
Well,
know
yeah.
what noise was?
Bucky's question was talking about. I was talking to my
the
friend the
rest
other
of
day
all.
saying if I can hear my kids playing in the other room, I won't know which room. I can hear them playing. I won't be able to know where they're coming from. Some hearing people can do that. I can't. I don't think I can train myself for that because I'm not experienced in that understanding of, oh, that's the direction where the sound comes from. I can't. I have to look for it.
Same with me. I only have hearing aids, but for example, when I'm in a parking lot, I hear someone yelling my name, but I don't know. Did it come from my right, my left, behind me, my
I'm
front?
still deaf. I'm still deaf. I'm
Yeah.
still deaf in that. Comic time, still deaf.
Yeah.
Honey, Dee.
Oh, someone quit cochlear implant your parents for. You want to come join David to your experience? Because 5
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
they had good experience with cochlear, but finally found someone who did not have a good experience. So you want to come and explain your situation? Everyone's leaving us.
Brianna go to the bathroom. Renee probably could connect him.
Everyone's going to the bathroom. Brianna said she went to the bathroom too.
I'm back.
I get we all need to learn the deaf community and the deaf culture. We need to have a porta potty.
Put a potty.
I went pee before I started the live, so
Oh, he then can't get in.
can't get. I posted the link. You see, I posted the link. You click that link. Click, then open it in.
I don't think he can. Can
Open Chrome, and then type your name then in. You don't need to download anything. Just open in the internet. That's okay. Or you can copy the link I post, copy, and then in your internet browser, paste it. And I'll post it. I'll post the link again. You're using phone. You can still with your phone, but being too freeze a little bit. Okay. Anyways, so Renee,
Yeah.
is there anything that I did not ask or cover that you I want to share?
I'm looking at your notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean on the live. I didn't cover all the questions on my list. I just mean on the live. Anything that you want to share? Brianna, you raised your hand before. You want to share something that I did not.
I wanted to ask, like, what was your process after surgery? You know, like after waking up from Stronger Medicine. I was wondering, like, curious what your, I don't know. I am just curious.
How you reacted to surgery?
Yeah, like, after. Because mine was like crazy story, but I'm curious about yours.
Renee missed your question, Brianna. Can you?
My question was that after surgery, they give you a strong medicine, will make you high, do crazy things. So I'm curious, after surgery, what was your react? Like, yeah.
How you feel?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Never took pain. Nothing.
Well, right after surgery.
Yeah, right after.
Doctor will give you pain meds.
Yeah, I got the
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
So you woke up, you felt sober, no, nothing.
That's all.
That's what she's asking. What was your bonding reaction first from surgery?
Yeah, Sarah, you go.
Mine didn't. Bad. Started to wake up. I didn't. Watching me. I caught watching. I asked her what time because I remember because the doctor said it would take about 3 to 4 hours. So I understand we done it late. We pushed it to 8. Late to about 10:30 or something. Look at the clock, and then that the time was I think 2:00 something. But that minute I said, wow. And then it's 5:00 down back. You said, no, it's 2. Wow. I've done it again 3 times.
Really? That's all? Wow.
That's it. And then
What was your experience, Brianna?
Mine was worth crazy. It was a crazy moment. So after surgery, Cause like you're not gonna believe it. So, cause the medicine they gave me, obviously, it was a strong medicine. You will be high doing whatever. So anyway, so when I woke up, I remember I was in the room and
You
I
was
was like
12,
fighting
right?
with the nurses. I was
You
like
was
fighting with
12.
the nurses. They were like trying to calm me down and stuff like that. And then
Wow.
I'm like, get your hands off of me. You have no right to put your hands on me and stuff like that. And then they were trying to tell you, like they were trying to tell me, I'm your nurse, don't worry, don't worry. I'm like, no, you're not my mom. Where's my mom right now? And then I hear my mom talking, but I'm high, so I was like, no, I want my mom. And then my mom's like, I'm here, Brianna, chill down, chill down. And I'm like, no, I want my mom. You're a nurse. And so it was like all that. And then after that, I had a pillow behind me. So I moved it and I started hitting the nurses. I was more aggressive after surgery. I was like hitting the nurses.
Sometimes some people will have a different reaction to the medicine, and when you're waking up, change.
Right. I was like totally different person. I was more like abusive, the nurse and everything. I don't know how long it went on, maybe like an hour, maybe. I don't know. And then after that, I fell
Well,
asleep.
it's a good thing that you're in the hospital. If you hurt
Right.
somebody, they won't wake you up.
Right. Right. So I was sleeping, and then I started slowly wake up, and I was so mom, and I remember everything what I did. And I'm like, Mom, did I hurt the nurse? Did I hit her really bad? And then mom was like, No, you're fine. And the nurses came. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
And the nurse
After my foot surgery, to this day, I still am disappointed in myself with it, but I know it was not my actions, it was the medication. It happened in 2013. My son was 2. They had to break all the bones and cut tendons in my foot. I have a lot of bullshit like screws, metal rod, blah, blah, blah in my foot. But after surgery, when I woke up, I was in so much pain. I was not happy. So then they had to give me more medicine to make me calm down. They gave me crackers because I was not feeling good because I had very strong painkillers. My son was 2. He took my crackers and I actually yelled at him, "Don't touch my food, I need it." I was out of it. And then probably the next day, because I slept all day, the next day I was like, I just yelled at my 2-year-old boy for wanting to eat crackers. I hate myself for that, but I was a bitch. I was a big bitch.
I was also swearing too. I was swearing at the nurses too.
Yeah,
I was swearing.
yeah, yeah.
all of my surgery, all of my surgery in my life, I've had a few surgeries through you. And now I have only half the thyroid. Half.
Oh.
With surgery, I woke up fine. I had first surgery, burning octomy.
Oh, yeah, on your
Surgery. I was 12.
yeah.
I woke up with the cat then. I don't remember all of the reaction.
Interesting.
David, thank you for joining. You want to share your experience with the cochlear? How old you? How old? Oh, yeah.
That's all. That's all.
But anyway, cochlear implant. So you don't use your cochlear anymore. But did you have surgery to remove?
Well,
You plan to?
uh,
Mm. Yeah, I have.
Or finish remove?
I have a friend that she still had cochlear implant until high school around freshman. She decided, and then she don't want to wear it anymore. She said it hurts her. Or don't want to feel bother wearing it at her ears. And I always wonder, because she loves to talk, like me. She's like me. She likes to talk and hang out with people. So I'm like maybe her situation, maybe like her family did not support it, stuff like that. So I think that's
Oh,
one of the reasons why she took her implant off and don't want to wear it anymore.
that's another question I had that I forgot to ask. Did your family and friends support you to get cochlear implant or not support?
My family, they were fully supported by it. But there was one of my mom's friends. She's very strong church, very religion. So she kept telling my mom, oh, God made people. God should be how they should be, blah, blah, blah. So that was one of my mom's friend. Like she was very churchy strong. But other than that, my family was very supportive. My mom nursed sign language, like she was very involved in that community, want to nurse sign language so she can communicate with me.
Good. Sarah, what about you?
Sorry, I missed that question.
Did did your family and friends support you or
Wait, that story.
Mr.
My
Carter?
parent died in heaven. No, my dad died when I was 19. My mom died by 18 years before. Anyway, my ex-husband before took the kid. He took, yeah, he had that's another story. So he took the kid. I'm still finding out still what's going on. But anyway, so we stay with the bank friend who's going to air down. So she went with me and church went with me. So I had church support and a friend. My family not really. I have one older sister, but she didn't know about that, so she didn't go. So anyway, I actually went along. I think it was important thing for me to do because it's a journey to 2019, my road journey through that tour. So now my kids know I haven't died yet, but yeah.
packing,私packing.
Becky.
So,
And now I can see Becky.
I
Good. Watch that.
Oh wait,
feel
Renee was gonna say something.
cooking your brain, 10 years. I'm thinking, what it was. Okay, 11 years. Okay, 11 years. What, not maybe 11 years. Okay, so at that time, I did have the time when I didn't wear for a long while. I did for like 5 years. Why? Because of my thought. I couldn't be here for working yet. Okay. My previous I had to cooking implant to communicate with the workers and everything, yeah. But then I'm throwing that out. Okay. I was very hearing aid at the bed, yeah, but the first month I didn't like it on because it's sweaty and it fell off and everything started off. I leave it at home. I don't need it on at work at bed, yeah, when I just do physical work. But I used to communicate with supervisor and everything. Remember, there are quite a few other staff workers out there, so the supervisor and everything is hand gesture, yeah, number 1, 2, just so I kind of just do staff. No, you came home, didn't bother to wear a lot. But the only time I put it on was when I went to see my family. But every time I put it on, I went to see my family, it feels good. Good to hear again. Wow. Didn't realize how much I missed the music, but it, oh, right. Now I no longer work at that else. I didn't wear much until here. April. I started to use it on and I really enjoy it. So really, I did go through a period of time when I didn't want it at all.
Yeah. Bucky. Bucky.
Nice to meet you, Bucky.
Bucky. You want to introduce yourself? Please introduce yourself.
Learning a lot, right?
Nope. Yep. That's what this channel's for, to learn. That's what this channel is for. You can learn. Interesting.
What
Can
did you
you
learn?
introduce yourself?
Becky, what did you learn? Yeah.
I think it gets amazing cool. I mean, internet was
Browsing.
Safari or Chrome. Maybe
Google.
open tabs. No, you must close all tabs on your top of internet. So YouTube, Google.com.
Yeah, we do need a porta potty. Where's the porta potty?
Sure. I plan to now it's 11:40. We've been on live since 8. So I plan to close in about 5-10 minutes. But I know Bucky wanted to share something about
Yeah, I'm vaccinated with vaccine. Yeah.
Funny.
your voice is off again.
Oh my god, I'm a question again. What is your funny thing with the coconut pen? I have a funny thing with my coconut pen. Interesting. I was laying in my bunk bed. Now, not a normal bed because I was living with a friend during the war. Laying there. Actually moved my head. I couldn't move. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't move. My magnet got stuck on the ladder.
Oh no.
So I'm wondering, do you have anything that happened like that? Funny, they stuck a magnet.
My my implant, no, not magnet, but there will be times where I'm getting ready to take a shower, and usually I take my implant off before I get into the shower, and then so I hop in, and I'm like, "What is that noise?" I was like, "Oh, water is on! Oh my god, turn the water off! Hurry up! Take my implant off!" I'm like, "Okay, it's not wet, it's fine." So I got back in the shower.
Oh no. Nee.
Not August 1920. That's Pacific Day. I was in a car accident. I'm okay. It's okay. But I was in a car accident where I was T-boned. My equilibrium fell off. Okay, we hit. The first thing I thought of is my hearing. I need my hearing to communicate with you, whatever. So I started to look. Then I remember, wait, time out. I put my hand on the TV wheel. At the police station. I'm looking for my hearing aid. My hearing aid flew off my head. I'm looking for it. I'm okay. Okay. You walk after yes, brave. That's it. I look. Still couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. Fire truck came. Just a sec on me and the other people. I chose them. I can't find my all 3 of them. Got inside my car and looked while I was standing outside with the mask on. Looking. Finally, I thought, what was this? It was under my right teeth. Under my teeth.
Oh my
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Come here,
Yeah, I saw that. But
Bucky.
Bucky, I think you're clear now. Bucky, you're clear now. So I have a question, and then you can what you want to say. Or someone have a question. We're hearing it before.
I had hearing aids in both ears before implant.
I think you have to try hearing aid first before cochlear implant, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the best way, yeah. That's
Yeah.
the best way because if you talk about after being clean,
Yeah.
it would take a longer time for them to train their mind and the patient. They do a very patient-centered but it depends on that person. You have to learn all over again like a baby if you can't hear one. Oh, all over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Bucky, what were you saying before? You were thinking about what? Then you thought.
What about you? Did you try CVA? Right food. Right food. Right food. Yeah, that didn't much. Okay, that's another thing. That's another thing. That's another thing. That's another thing. The eye must talk. No. You don't have to talk. You must talk.
Oh.
Must talk. No.
It's
It is
really
never too late to learn. Never too late.
Right?
no. It's
If you hear it again and again and again, if you hear it again and again, you get tired of it. It's not a pleasant thing after a while. Right?
Harold did ask a question. Yeah. Harold did ask a question I forgot. Can you, if you die and you go to doctors to bring you back to life, can you with cochlear implant?
Probably not.
I think yes.
Because that electric current very strong can cause your
They
even
I think they probably have to have CI off. Because
maybe
because with CI it probably will mess up everything. So they probably have to take the implant off for everything to be off in your head, and then they will be able to, you know. But that's why it's always good to have a bracelet or a necklace or something that shows that you have CI, so that way they know, you know, you
So
know.
for instance, yeah, that one of the rich that when they that the one thing I can't remember what my surgery done, but yeah, but done that I don't want to say natural child you die again. No, I want to say reborn it.
They
It depends. I can't remember the real story, so I can't tell you what's right or wrong. So, but I know that one of the biggest subject with that. I think it's that it kills the machine. I'm not sure, but it's inside your ear, so it's not good. So I don't know what the whole.
and they I know that they also have different kinds, get you back to have like
I
the
I would think
drive.
so too, but I
I
can't.
think they would do that instead of others where they use electric. They will use a sticker pad and that they have machine to push. That's
I'm
like
trying to say Bucky. I didn't get Bucky.
that would be like safest way to use that instead of that.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, like the pad. Yeah, that's more.
Bucky wants to question.
Huh?
It'd be interesting.
What's that thing
Bucky
called?
would say
What's
something.
that thing called? What's that
I don't
thing
know. I don't
called?
have a specific answer, but I have to ask you. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's why I thought I don't have that fact. I can't remember the last year.
What did you ask? What did you ask?
He was asking. He's not sure if that was a man. He said that his friend said it was a man that was with the electric shot. Them saying no, it's a man.
Yeah, I never heard. Oh,
I
don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to close this in about 2 minutes. We've been live 5 hours, so
Five.
it's healthy to tap it. No, 5 hours. I'm exhausted and now I'm getting migraine coming because 5 hours.
Yeah, really great.
So 2 minutes.
Today. Yeah. Thank you, Bucky. Thank you, Bucky, for your reminder. Good question. Thank you, Bucky.
You had very good questions.
Right.
Your audiologist will know if it works for you or not. Audiologist can tell when work for you.
Yeah, they go by your autogram.
Yep. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And the ability to have other them to you when get you are trying to prevent.
Right. 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 I love you, Bucky, already. Love you, Bucky, already.
Right.
Renee, were you gonna say something? Renee, were you gonna say something or?
Oh, I was trying to think of the term. What do you? That thing. The
Defibrillator.
defibrillator. Right. Defibrillator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna close this down. I'm gonna close. Thank you all for commenting, joining, talking, educating. I really appreciate it big time. So thank you all.
Bye. Thank.
Well, yeah, this is on YouTube forever until I remove it. So people can watch this tomorrow.
Bucky.
No. Oh my.
Bucky. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, one time I was on the phone. I walked and picked up my toast and put butter. She said, I could hear you buttering your toast.
Yeah.
Coca.
Car. I don't know yet, but I know next week I will go live to discuss Area 51 next week. I will post the date and time on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That will be next week. I probably will go live again this weekend, I'm sure.
I don't agree.
I will go on Sunday. I'm not because of football. Football. So Sunday. But tomorrow I might go live tomorrow with Tara. Probably tomorrow. Ask her. You can click the bell to get notification when I go live. You can click the bell, turn it on. We'll chatter with AP live. Okay, I'm gonna close down, get a little snack, but thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. No problem. I'm glad you learned something. I did too. I learned about that too. Good night, everyone. All right. There we go. Thank you, everyone, for coming, watching, commenting, talking with us. I really appreciate all support, and thank you all for having a healthy, civil discussion. No drama, bullying, nothing. So that means a lot to me that we can disagree, learn from each other. So thank you. If you want to donate me a cappuccino, here's my link. If you want to support me more, I will do a giveaway now that I hit 100 subscribers. I'm shocked because I didn't think that many people would like me. But I love it. I love this channel. I love you viewers. Really appreciate you all. So follow my Facebook, chatter with AP, Instagram, and Twitter. I will post a date and time for Area 51. I will try to go live tomorrow with Harold. Hopefully, I'll ask him. So I hope you all have a good night and take care.